Good evening, YMCA family. How are you all today? I'm Jennifer, and I'm so glad that you have chosen to hang out with me on a Friday night so we can get a little relaxation going on before you start your weekend. So remember, hours at the Y are changing. The Y is open. So you'll just need to check in on the website, check in with their social media to find out what the hours are and which classes are happening. There are some indoor classes happening, so you need to go ahead and register for those classes through the online app. So go find that app and make sure that we get a chance to see you this week. All of us instructors are very excited to see you, and of course the rest of the staff at the Y is as well. So come on out, we can't wait to have you there in person. But in the meantime, we're gonna hang out here in your living room, in your foyer, in your dining room, wherever you happen to be, in your nice little space, right? We've got a mat, just an easy open area, mat, blankie, whatever you've got, and you're gonna need some kind of device to stretch your hamstrings with. So I've got a stretchy band, you can use a towel, you can use a strap, whatever you've got, right? So there we go. Set that little fella aside. We're gonna take a nice, easy, gentle class today because that's what I think the week warrants, right? All right, you've got your yoga pants on. You've got a nice, tall, lengthened spine. You've got a relaxed everything, right? Go ahead and soften up everything. Let's close your eyes and let's breathe, right? Find your focus. Deep breath in. Full breath out. As you breathe, let's check in with your body, see how it's feeling today. Notice what parts of the body need a little bit more love, a little bit more care. With this deep breath, we're bringing that focus inward and we're just slowing down that mind. Very nice. So here with that nice focus right here, your center, your tall lifted spinal column, let's just gently drift that chin down towards your chest. Lengthen out the back of the neck. And lift up that head. Point your chin up to the sky. And bring that head forward. Good. Turn the head to one side. And to bring that head to the other side, we're going to drop the chin, roll the chin down by the chest, and then push that chin to the opposite side. Let's take a couple of these. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. And inhale, lift. Take a few more. And then as you're ready, we're gonna bring that head right back to the center. Lift up that head. Take those shoulders here and let's just squeeze your shoulders behind you. Press your chest forward, lift the chin up to the sky. And release, and then we're gonna take those shoulders forward of the chest. Here we go, just a little forward and release. Very nice. Let's do just a little bit of swimming, right? Shall we do the backstroke? So let's reach one arm up to the sky and then roll it back down as that other arm comes forward and up. So let's just take a couple of these just to loosen up that upper body. All right. Noticing and breathing. Good. And then we'll finish with the backstroke and then we'll go ahead and come forward. So nice reach forward out in front of you as you extend those arms out. Very nice. We'll go ahead and lower both arms back down to those knees. Lift up nice and tall, take a breath. Exhale, scoop and round, seated cat stretch. Lifting yourself right up to the top, right to the center, and we will gently twist to the right. So a little rotation. And then a little rotation to the other side. Lovely. Back to the center. Take those hands or those fingertips. Push those guys right on down into the floor, and we're lifting up long through that spine, ears extended, hip bones on that mat. Take a breath. And we're going to hinge forward a bit. So I'm going to bring my hands forward here, and then maybe take a little step forward, right? A little step out with those hands, with those fingertips. Hinge forward. Keep your back nice and flat as you reach out. So I'm gazing down at that floor in front of me. And then once you find that nice long stretch here, that bit of length for your spine, you might be able to step those hands, those fingertips out a little bit further. Maybe. As long as that back is flat, you come on out and find your position. Flat spine. Take a breath, and then go ahead and relax. I'm going to drop my elbows down to the floor, roll my head towards that mat. And then slowly here, walk it in, scoop, round and roll up to the top. Very nice. Give those shoulders one more scoop. Inhale, lift. And exhale down. Lovely. Take that right arm out to the side. Go ahead and bring it across the body. Give it that little press. And once you're here, turn that head, look over that shoulder. Nice little reach. And then lovely. Up we go to the sky. Big stretch up nice and tall. Dip yourselves over here to the left. So go ahead and reach out. Turn that head, look up to the sky. And then we're gonna lift up, reach up a little higher. This opposite hand, go ahead and extend it out a little bit further. Go ahead and reach over, and then this time I want you to just relax the head. Relax the head. You don't need to look up. You can just let that head drop a little bit. Soften your neck. And lovely. Up tall, reach to the sky, and exhale. Down we go. Nice. Take that opposite arm out to the side, and then bring it across the body. Look over that shoulder. Breathe. Scoop it up tall to the sky, lifty, lifty. My right hand comes to the floor just a little bit beside me. We're gonna go ahead and stretch over into that oblique. Lift up tall. I'm gonna take this right hand, reach it a little bit further. Drop over, there's that stretch, hello oblique. Once you're there, relax the neck. So no need to look up. Soften the neck, let it dip down. And fantastic. Up we go to the top. Take a breath, scoop those arms down and up, reach to the sky. We're gonna go ahead and bend both elbows, park both hands down on your upper back, and let's just press both elbows up to the sky as you lift your head and look up. Good, as if we're giving ourselves a little pat on the back. Look up and release. Good job. Arms come down. Fantastic. Let's give ourselves one more twist. So I'm going to rotate to the right and then take my right hand on around behind me. Maybe set that right hand on that left hip as you rotate. So you could maybe pull that right elbow back a little. Release to the center, and then other side. Right hand, left knee. Send that left arm all around behind you. There's a nice little twist. And lovely. Back to the center one more time. Scoop up. This time, bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, lift up, look up to the sky. Nice long stretch through the body. Go ahead and lift up your ears, but push those shoulders down. So we've got a nice long lift here. You can feel the stretch through the back, through the sides. Tall and lifted. Take a breath. And lower down. Hands come to the heart, namaste. Let's give ourselves a little angle here. Right elbow to that right thigh. Might even be able to lean back a little bit. And lift up, other side. Dip. And lift. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and release. Release those legs right here in front of you. Grab those thighs, sit up tall. Again, check in with that posture. Lift up those ears, breathe here. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Lovely. From here, pick those feet up off that mat. There we go, a little lift. We'll just hold right here. Finding your balance. Spine is straight, right? We're gonna take these thighs wherever they are and we're gonna hug them into your body. Just a little hug there. Pull them on in. And then relax a bit. Let's do that again. Take those legs, hug those guys closer to the body. And release. And maybe one more time, a little hug. Hug, hug. Very nice. Let's go ahead and reach down. You're gonna maybe grab your calves or your ankles and let's see if we can't stretch those legs forward. You don't have to straighten the knees all the way, but if you can, let's go ahead and reach those legs out. We've lifted up into just a nice little V position here, balancing on those hind parts, lifting up your ears. If you can, legs bent, legs straight, it doesn't matter, but see if you can't close your eyes. Find your center. Nice. And then as you're ready, release those legs right on down to the floor. Once those legs come on down, let's go ahead and stretch those toes out in front of you. Reach those toes down for that mat. Good. Pull your toes back, standing up there on your little demi-point position. And flexion. Good. Once again, toes point. A little demi-point. And flexion. Good. A little bit of space between those feet, those legs. Scrunch up your toes, right? Scrunch those guys up. And then spread those toes out and away from each other. Scrunch them up. And spread them out. And one more time, scrunch them up. And spread them out. Very nice. Relax those feet, wiggle those guys around. Right? Wiggle those guys all around. Remember, it's important to be good to your feet. Not wearing impossible shoes, right? Send those legs forward. Give them a nice little wiggle. Very, very most excellent. Push those palms down into that mat and then pull those toes back towards your head. Here we have our Dandasana. So again, a nice, straight, lovely spinal column. Perfectly long. Take a breath. And relax. Very nice. Pull those knees in. Let's go ahead and flop those legs out and open to the side. I'm going to push my heels forward, right? So they're out in front of me, and then we're just going to round down into starfish. Breathe at the bottom, wherever you are. And then slowly let us scoop ourselves to the top. Perfect. Draw those knees together, and then let's take both legs. I'm going to take mine over to the left here into mermaid position, right? So there's our mermaid, and let's just work that left hip here in that hip socket. So just a little lifting and lowering, right? A little bit of movement. Breathe as you go. Inhale up and exhale down. Very nice. Gentle movement. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and settle that hip somewhere in the middle. Let's open up that chest. Bring those hands on around behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Look up, lift up. A little squeeze as you lift that chin. And then as you can, let's hinge forward. I'm going to take my arms up as I drop that head forward. Scoop ourselves up to the top. Gently set those hands on those knees, and then let's just drop here into a seated cat stretch. Scoop it down and lift it up. Very nice. Take those legs over to the other side. There we go. And then we've got that bit of movement. So forward with that hip, and then rolling that hip back down. So just a little gentle lift and lower, right? Slowly, quickly, with the breath, of course. There we go. Very nice. And then we're going to settle that hip somewhere in the middle. You don't have to push it down into the floor or bring it forward, but let's once again open up that chest. So interlace those fingers, squeeze those shoulder blades together, lift that chin, look up, breathe here. Deep, full breath. And then as you can, hinge it over, maybe scoop those arms up. Release yourselves right on up to the top. Release those hands. Slide those guys to your knees. Drop your chin and then round it into that cat stretch. And lovely. Up tall to the top. Fantastic. Draw both legs around once again, only so we can check in with that posture. Lift up tall. Take a breath. And then we're going to scoop, round and roll down to your mat. So just here, tuck the chin to the chest, and then take your time as you roll it down. Lovely. Once that head comes on down, let's maybe flop your knees out and open to the side. We've got a little reclining butterfly there. Maybe a little flop of the hips, a little wiggle. Wiggles are nice. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fantastic. Draw those knees together. Let's find our Hunnicutt. I'm just going to slide that right leg into the chest, stretch that left leg down and out along the floor, and flex both feet. So really engage the muscles of the arms to pull that right leg into the body. Nice little pull there. Lots of energy reaching out, especially through that left heel. Good. And then we're just going to go ahead and give ourselves a little spinal twist. So slide your left hand to that right knee, right arm flops to the side, T position. And let's go ahead and just gently roll that right leg over the body. You wiggle into that stretch however you need to. go. To the center, we're just gonna swap out legs here so that right leg stretches out, left leg hugs in, and flex those feet, find that Uttanasana. Energy reaching through that right heel. Breathe. Lovely. Releasing right hand to that left knee, left arm flops to the side, T position. Roll that left leg across the body. You find that nice twist. And then gently here, we will untangle. Go ahead and release. Come back to the center. Both knees are bent for just a bit so that we can slide your hands down beside you. Flip those palms face down. We're gonna just press up into bridge. We're just gonna hold it there today. So you find what bridge works for you, but inhale, breathe in. As you exhale, press your weight into your feet and lift up those hips. Hold here. You can interlace the fingers. You can push those hips up to the sky. Whatever is best for you. Lovely. Up, up, up. Take your time. Roll that spine down to the mat and hug those knees into your chest. Scoop it up and round it. Take a breath and soften up. Reach down, grab those big toes and pull out into dead bug. So you find your dead bug. You can wiggle here, right? Rocking and wiggling is always fun. Beautiful. Come on back to the center. Soles of the feet come together. Grab those ankles. And let's just open up the hips. Maybe just push those knees out and open. Each of those knees reaching out to its own side wall. As you pull those heels down to the center line of the body. Take a breath. And release. Fantastic. Draw those knees together. And then let's go ahead here. We're going to set that left foot on the mat. Let's stretch out that right hammy. So take that strap, loop up that right leg, flex that right foot, and let's lengthen. Good. You push that right heel to the sky, pull those right toes back towards your forehead, and just feel that lovely, lovely, delicious stretch right back through the back of that right leg. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale. Inhale again, and release by reaching up with that right hand, taking your strap, taking your towel, and we open that right leg out to the side. Inner thigh stretch. Send that right heel outward, balance your hips. Press. And we will go ahead and release. Release that right leg, release your strap, and we'll go ahead and stretch out the other side right away.
So take that strap, loop up that left foot, hammy stretch. Melt into it and breathe. Maybe that left leg can come just a little bit closer to your body, just a little bit. Before we reach up, take that strap into that left hand and then send that left leg out to the side. Inner thigh, open up and breathe. Good job, guys. Inhale here, one more breath. And exhale, go ahead and relax that leg. Relax that leg. We're gonna go ahead and bring both legs up to the sky here. Go ahead and loop your band on around both legs. And right from here, we get both legs into a little hammy stretch. But we are just doing a moderate inversion. We're lifting those feet up here over the hips. So since you've got your towel, your strap, let's hang out here for just a bit and then we'll work those feet a little bit. So here in this position, let's just breathe. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Legs do not have to be straight. They can certainly bend. But let's just breathe. Close your eyes perhaps. Point your toes, reach those toes up to the sky, roll back through the toes and push the heels to the sky. Excellent, once again, toes point, reach, reach. Roll the toes back through that demi point, flexing. And maybe one more time, send those toes upward. Roll the toes back and flex those feet. Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and release that strap. Send those hands right here down beside you, palms face down on that mat. Use your tummy, use the muscles of the tummy to go ahead and lower those legs to the floor. Take your time. You can move as slowly as you would like. And if you need to do one leg at a time, that's great too. Fantastic. Once those legs come on down, whenever that is, give them a little wiggle. Shake those guys out a little bit. Beautiful. Bend a knee, reach those hands behind the thigh, and up we go to the top. Very nice. So we'll come on up, cast that band aside, and let's reach those legs forward a little bit. Nice. Take a breath. Inhale, scoop tall. And fold forward. Exhale, drop down. We're going to go ahead and scoop yourselves right on up to the top. Lift up, check in with that posture. Pull that right knee into the body. Flop your right knee down on the floor beside you. Now let's take a Janu Shirshasana. So inhale, scoop. Exhale, fold. Breathe at the bottom and scoop up as you inhale. Good, let's go ahead and rotate a bit to the side. I'm gonna bring my right hand here to the floor, take this right knee and just draw it up underneath me.
And there we have our side gate pose, right? So nice flat palm, find your balance, looking up to the sky. Lovely bit of length through the left side of the body. And then let's bring that head forward and just let your head relax. Let that head drop down, still reach up through those left fingertips. Head is just relaxing. Maybe float that left hand down and around behind you. Set it perhaps on that right hip. Keep that neck easy. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and release that left arm, send it back up to the sky. Lift up that head. We're looking forward. If you are feeling fancy today, and I'm pretty sure this is the fanciest thing we're gonna do today, let's maybe step that right foot out to the left, and there's our side plank. Breathing wherever you are. There we go. And then back into side gate, reach up tall, and we will have a seat right back there on that mat, rotating around, and we're gonna swap out legs. So, right leg's gonna go forward, left leg's gonna come in. I'm gonna flop around here. There we go, so that I can face you. And then drop that left knee open. So we've got a nice Janu Shirshasana. Scoop it up, inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. As you're ready, take your time. Come on up to the top, lift up, then we need to rotate. So your left hand's gonna float here to the floor behind you. Draw that left knee up underneath you. There's our side gate. So reach that right arm to the sky, look up, breathe here. And excellent. Nice stretch. Close your eyes if you'd like. Good. Bring that head forward. Relax that head down. Relax it. You're still pushing that left hand and that left shoulder away from the floor, but I just want you to relax your neck. Take that right hand, float it on around behind you. Everything is nice and easy here. I can still feel that stretch into my right oblique, but my neck is soft. Good. Lift up that head. Scoop that right arm up to the sky. Hold here. You can stay right here. If you've got that little bit of fancy feeling in you today, send that left leg out. Find your side plank. Breathe. Good. Draw that left knee up underneath you. Fantastic. And since we're here, let's just gently flip over to hands and knees. Once we get there to hands and knees, scoop it up, cat stretch. Flatten it out, neutral spine, drop the head, or rather lift the head, lift the glutes. There's our cow. And excellent. Come back, neutral spine position. Very nice. How about a little dolphin today? Drop to those elbows. You can push the palms down into the floor, or you can interlace your fingers. But we're just gonna tuck up your toes and press up into dolphin. From your dolphin, maybe you can pick up one flipper. You can just transfer your weight over to the other flipper, whatever you'd like to do here. And then you can shift to your other flipper. Good. Both flippers down. Release from dolphin. Release those toes in the back, and then let's go ahead and stretch into Balasana. Very nice. Slide those hands back, roll yourself up into Nice little seated position, right? A little thunderbolt there. And we're gonna come on up to your knees. So if you need to, fold your mat back on itself a little bit. If you need a little squishy, there's a little pillow, right? So we wanna make sure that you are comfy. We're just gonna come on up to those elbows. Take your hands, a nice gentle backwards bend today. Park those hands here on your lower back, on your glutes, and let's work to squeeze the elbows together. Lift the chest, chin, and then maybe press that chest forward a little bit, right? So you don't need to scoop and bend back all the way. As long as you're squeezing those elbows together, lifting up that chin and pressing your chest forward, it's all lovely. We are always thinking about that posture. If you are wanting to drop down into camel today, tuck up those toes, drop those hands to your heels, and look up. But wherever you are is good. Nice. Release. Come on back to the center. Let's have a seat into Thunderbolt, and then we're just gonna press those arms forward. Press those guys out. Release those arms out to the side. Take a breath, lift up. And down. Fantastic. Pressing yourselves back up onto those knees. Let's maybe I'm gonna bring my right leg here out to the side. So I've angled it out, knees and toes are pointing out to the side there. Scoop those arms out to the side, and I'm just gonna windmill down. Send this right fingertips to the floor and scoop the left fingertips up. So it's just a modified triangle. Lifting, lifting. Release to the center. Bring your hands to your heart at namaste. Push that right leg out. Roll those toes off the floor. We're gonna dip the same way. So just a little kneeling half moon there. A little dip. And lift to the top. Very nice. Draw that right knee here underneath you. And then we're gonna take this left foot out, knees and toes, point it out to that side wall. Scoop out those arms and dip to the left. Right fingertips up, left fingertips down. Breathe here. Scoop it up. Bring your hands to the heart. Push that left leg out. Roll those left toes off the floor, and we dip the same way. And up to the center. Fantastic. Release. Draw both knees in, up underneath you. Take a breath. Inhale, scoop. And exhale, down. Lovely. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make our way up to down dog. So tuck up those toes, press up to down dog. Hold that down dog. Bring those hands and those feet closer together, however you'd like to do that. Walk it forward, push the hands back. Those knees soften up as we scoop ourselves up to standing. Come on up to the top, and then let's take a breath. Inhale, lift, and exhale, down. With those hands coming right here to your heart at namaste. Standing tall, lifting up long, and let's just find an easy tree. Go ahead and ground your toes on the floor today, right? Ground those toes there. And with your hands at namaste, just maybe gently close your eyes. That's why we've got those toes on the floor today, right? Closing those eyes changes your balance. Open your eyes as you're ready. Leaving those toes on the floor, right here in our little tree position. Let's have a seat into chair. So we're just gonna bend that left knee, come on back into chair, and press up. Very nice. We're gonna do that one more time. If you are feeling fancy, okay, fanciness twice today, right? Maybe slide that foot up onto that calf, have a seat into your chair. It's a little chair, it's not a big chair. And up we go. Good. 2 feet down. Take a breath. And soften. Shift your weight to the right foot, left toes, stay on the floor. Find your tree pose. And perhaps close your eyes. Always makes it more challenging. Lovely. Open your eyes. Take a breath. Send that derriere behind you. Sink into that right heel. Find your chair. We'll do that one more time. Perhaps slide that foot up onto that calf. Find your chair. And lift up. Good. Both feet to the mat. Down they go. Take that breath. Inhale, scoop. Exhale. Let's go ahead and give it a nice swan dive forward. Bringing those hands down to that mat, relax your neck, look behind you, shake that head out perhaps. Good, good. From here, make your way into down dog, and then from that down dog, we're gonna bend both knees bent just an inch or 2 or 3. Go ahead and stretch into that soleus. Straighten out those legs, release, knees to the mat, release your toes, scoop it up, cat stretch, and flatten it out, neutral spine. Very nice. Let's go ahead and just wag your tail in the puppy. Fantastic. Good. Come on back to the center. Let's go ahead and have a seat. We're going to bring those legs on around in front of you and gently, very gently roll down onto that mat, onto that back, and let's find those little itty bitty figure eights. So a little scooping and a little rocking. That feels awfully nice. Good job, guys. Bring it on back to the center. Flop those arms out to the side, T position, and then let's go ahead and drop both knees over to the right. We've got one more spinal twist here. So let's go ahead and drop both knees to the right, hang out here. In fact, let's maybe take that right hand, push that right hand down on top of that left thigh. Just a little extra, little stretchy stretch there. Feeling it maybe in the back. Gently. Let's straighten out just that left leg. Straighten that left leg out, coming here into a revolved abdomen twist. And release. Soften it up. Roll to the center. A little rock there, just to make sure you're even, right? And then both knees flop left. Once you've done that flop, take that left hand, press down on top of that right thigh a little bit. There we go. Just a little press. Finding that revolved abdomen twist. So go ahead and straighten out that right leg. Reach those right toes out towards that left hand.
Nice. Bend those knees, release to the center, and we've got a little wiggle once again. Perfect. Go ahead and place those feet on the mat. We're gonna give ourselves just a little reach across with the arms. So scoop those arms up and then send those arms out in opposite directions. Extend out through those fingertips. You can flop your knees out and open to reclining butterfly if you prefer. And then we're gonna untangle those arms and do the same thing this time. Bring that opposite arm closest to your chin. Reach across. And untangle. Good job. Untangle those arms. Scoop those arms on around beside you. Extend out those legs or leave them right there. Wherever you need to be for Yoga Nidra today, go ahead and snuggle into that position. So you find what your body needs today. So lengthening, stretching. Sometimes it's even nice to do Yoga Nidra on your tummy with your heads resting here on your forearms. Sometimes that's a nice change of pace and just to maybe darken things up a little bit, right? With those heads down in the crook of your arm there, not as much light. So wherever you are today, you snuggle into your space and close your eyes, right? Deep breath in. And as you exhale, make that active effort to melt everything down into that floor. Soften and sink. Melt yourselves into that mat. Good, good. So let's just allow the breath to happen in this space. You're no longer breathing deeply. The body just breathes as it does. And every time you exhale, whenever that is, I want you to soften that body. So maybe start down at the feet. And as you just gently exhale, whenever that is, we let go of the feet. Let go of those lower legs. Softening up through the thighs and the hips. Letting go through your core and your chest and back. Easy through the shoulders. And melting those arms into the floor. Might wish to turn your head a little from side to side, just making sure that there's no tension there in that neck. And then finding that space here upon your mat where your body is completely at ease and tension-free. Exhaling or wiggling any bits that still need just a little bit more attention. And then checking in with that breath, following the breath with the mind. Feel that chest rise and fall. Feel the rhythm of your breath. And then from that breath, we come inward to the mind. Just find that silent, peaceful space where you're always safe and serene, gentle and peaceful. Let's go ahead and relax in this space and enjoy a few moments of being in your most natural state. Hover here and enjoy the silence.
And slowly and gently, let's bring your focus back to the room. And let's find, once again, your breath. So deep breath in, full breath out. Find that breath. Continue to breathe. Maybe wiggle those fingers and toes around. Maybe you'd like to gently stretch out or even roll over onto your side for just a bit. Continue to breathe. If you'd like, you can slowly here make your way up into a seated position. Maybe bring your hands to your lap or to your knees, or stay in your little quiet space. But let's close your eyes and come inward for a final moment of quiet. Loka, Samasta, Sukhino, Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. And thank you so much for stretching and breathing with me this evening. Namaste. Hi guys, I'm Jennifer. Thanks so much for stretching with me today. This is Montag, and of course Montag wants to remind you to go wash your paws. So have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.